Come
time
on.
to start the show. This portion of the show brought to you by Lufka, all naturals. They make home sanitizer. They make soaps. They're at the Country Charm Shops in Perrysburg. Also by Memorable Lights. If you want lights that are memorable, go see Memorable Lights. Go see our Glam and Gloss folks over at Lip Sense. That's where Colleen gets her makeup from. You can message Colleen if you need more information on that as well. And Extreme Class Limousines guy just back from his trip in Florida, who he went and picked up people all the way in Florida. Now he's back. Not only is he running limo runs, but he's also doing grocery delivery and errand delivery in this COVID-19 time. So give a grocery guy a call. Here we go.
And now, our feature presentation.
This is Ed McMahon. And now, here's Andrew.
Andrew Z. Holla at that Andrew Z. I said Andrew Z. In the morning. It's time to wake up. Andrew Z. In the morning. Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Welcome, everybody. It is Tuesday, May 5th, 2020, of the year of our Lord, Cinco de Corona.
Homo.
Sugar Vermont's back from her vacation.
What up, boo?
Right next to me on the other side, comedian Danny Crumb. Sugar, by the way, is Toledo's drag queen. Let's see. We got in the bottom side. I see producer Holly, comedian Jake Dickey, comedian Donnie P. Let's do this.
Andrew Z.
In the morning.
Come on, Donnie.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome everybody. It's always a new energy. I love when Donnie's here because it helps so much because we see each other all the time, of course. And then Donnie comes in and does a great job. So I just want to let you guys, did I already tell you guys about the 15 pass? Oh, let's talk with Denny. Go ahead, Denny.
Well, I just got some breaking news alert on my CNN app.
Yes.
Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, everyone hold your breath, is in the hospital after undergoing treatment for an infection.
Girl, you better hold on.
It does say she expects to be out of the hospital in a day or two.
Isn't she like 112? Is she just sucking on stem cells at this point?
I know, but they got to keep her around. I mean, even if they weekend at Bernie's her, they got to keep her around. Even
I think I speak for every sane person when I say you need to hold on. We need you for at least the next 7 or 8 months.
Here's the thing: is that the Supreme Court just for the first time ever went to phone oral arguments. All you have to do is get someone that sounds like her, and hey, that's a real thing. Go ahead and drop that argument on me.
Do it, Andrew.
That was good.
You went from RGB to the Queen Elizabeth real quick.
Hello. Donnie P, go ahead.
Dude, isn't she the first court justice, like the very first one, or no?
The first one of all. Oh, I get it. It's a joke.
I think maybe the third.
She was appointed by
Washington?
John Adams.
He signed the Declaration of Independence.
When they say when Moses parted the Red Sea, she was on the other side fishing. Is that how the saying goes? Anyway, welcome everybody. Boy, I tell you what, if she goes to Supreme Court, it's gonna be rough for our kids' generations as well. I mean, well, we don't want to get into that.
I mean, I didn't want to get too far into politics.
I'm glad you brought it up. You would have never got my RBG impression. Come on.
It's almost as good as your Cosby, Andrew.
Hey,
Denny, why did you get him started?
I like punishment.
Putting in the pills.
I'm a masochist. Before we get too far into the show too, I have to say happy birthday to my mother. It's her birthday.
Birthday, Bobby!
Mama
Happy
Crumb.
birthday!
Happy birthday to Crummy Mummy.
Crummy Mummy from RBG. Hello. Anyway, yes. What else?
And just assumes RBG came straight from England, like into the colonies, and that's how she has. That's why she has that
She did.
British accent.
She was on the
On
Nina.
the Mayflower.
She was she on the Nina or the Pinta? The Mayflower. That's it. I couldn't remember.
The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria.
She's on one of those
I
ships.
know those boat names, and I don't even know what the did. Like
Columbus.
Columbus.
that was Columbus.
Oh, it's probably from Step Brothers. That's probably why you know him.
Why do
No,
we,
I remember learning
The
it.
Pinta,
Cool.
the Nina, the Santa Maria.
why?
Oh, it's a rap.
But
I love it.
honestly, why do we still celebrate Columbus Day? The dude, he set sail to discover India, and he discovered America. He discovered land where you can't discover land. If I go to Sugar's apartment and beat the crap out of her and kick her out, I can't be like, I discovered Sugar's apartment, it's now mine. No, you were already living there.
Yep.
He did nothing, and we still celebrate this cornhole. Go ahead, Sugar.
Well, first of all, nobody's perfect.
This glass half full.
Yeah, nobody's perfect. I mean, but where's your fucking statue? Is what I like to know. We've got all kinds of statues. I don't really care about Columbus that much.
Okay.
What was I gonna say? I don't remember. I'll
Donnie
tell
P,
you
go
later.
ahead.
Well, didn't a bunch of explorers get here before Columbus?
Yes.
Like, he didn't really
I
discover
remember
it.
now.
And he was like, I found it again. And
And didn't he say the world was flat? Didn't he screw that one up too? Dude, there isn't anything that Columbus did
No,
right,
no.
and we're celebrating him.
No, he was one of the first people that thought it was round.
he was a round earther. That's what
Round Earth.
That's what he was trying to prove it by finding the Indies by going.
They were
west.
worried he was going to fall off, right?
Yeah. And he did disappear over the horizon. Like, well, we were right. It was flat. He's gone.
The only thing missing from this history lesson is the alcohol. Jake, are you drinking?
I am not.
Drunk history. That's what we're doing right now. It's sober drunk history. Go ahead, Denny.
Let me go get my edibles. I got this. Hold on.
Girl.
I won't think like Columbus was sitting there like, yeah, you may have discovered it first, but I discovered it best. and there's been a push to change Columbus Day to Indigenous People Day, which I
they
fully
should.
support.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Jake.
I think you guys are forgetting that we were all discovered in aliens. You guys never. Come on, man. It was aliens. It was definitely aliens.
You and Sugar on. You don't have to convince Sugar to jump in this water. Go ahead.
Was Christopher Columbus a lizard person, Sugar?
Yes. First of all,
was everyone important a lizard person?
Well, they are either a lizard person or they're aligned against the lizard people.
Oh.
So there's very clear distinctions. But the reason that the Indians or the Native Americans lost is because they didn't have lawyers. Let me tell you why. They had no system of land ownership. And if they would have had a lawyer there getting sassy, arguing contract law, this whole nation wouldn't have happened.
But
100%.
But hold on. So here, I'm going to give you an example where you're 100% wrong, Sugar.
I'm never wrong. So good luck.
So if I walk into your house and I say, and you forbid sausage. And I bring sausage and start cooking it, and then I say, "Well, Sugar just doesn't know why there should be sausage here, so I'm going to show her." No, they did it the way they want to do it. They didn't want contract law. This is the law. You can't come and bring
upset,
law.
boy.
You can't bring law from England and be like, "Well, you guys didn't follow it." Okay, well, that's not our law. You're on our land, jackasses.
Oh my!
Is anyone else completely lost right now with sausage? And I don't know.
All worked out.
Sugar, sausage. I don't know what's happening.
Well, Sugar.
I come to your house and start cooking sausage.
First of all, Sugar would never ban any type of sausage at her house.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta slip the sausage. That's just what you gotta do.
Oh, God bless you, Donnie. Donnie, you're such a joy. Every time you're on, I get so distracted because you're a biscuit.
He's gorgeous.
He's gorgeous.
Go ahead.
He is beautiful.
Well, Sugar, I was going to ask you, do you want to, speaking of the lizard people, do you want to join Scientology with me? There's a really good chance we'll get to meet Tom Cruise.
First of all,
meet Tom
Cruise.
Yes.
Because I would do so well in a cult. Let me tell you, I would be running that bitch. I know, because I can memorize rules like nobody's business. And it's super charming, so I'll know whose dick to suck in the bathroom to the Grand Emperor.
All right, okay, all right. Go ahead, Colleen.
So I kind of came in the middle of Sugar talking about Indians, and I'm super excited because I've actually just filled out my my forms for.
It says she's a real Indian. It says she's a real Indian.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Because
does that mean you just made a reservation?
You and Elizabeth Warren.
You and Elizabeth Warren.
No, the reservation was the funny one.
I know. But so here's the thing. So Colleen thinks, or she says for sure, that both her parents were Indian. Therefore, she's
are Indian or Native American. There needs to be a distinction.
Can they not?
Actually, no, you can. So my dad's tribe is called. It's Sikh. It's Slayerville Indian Community.
Yeah. So they actually.
Well, no, I was curious if it was actually from the country of India or
no. Indian,
Native American.
Yes. Feathers, not the other.
No, come on.
I'm just saying.
What is happening right now?
So Colleen's parents are Indian, those kind, the kind that were from here, the kind that Columbus thinks he discovered they were already here. So Colleen is now put her application in to get her Indian card, and a couple things that happened.
There's a card.
Trying to get some of that casino money.
Well, yeah. Number one, you get a check.
But that's not what I'm after. I'm after.
No, but you do get. Okay, let's go in order. So Denny brought it up. So you get a check from the casinos. Okay. Automatically, the two that her tribe is associated with. So
the tribe that she's associated with has two casinos.
Yes, right. Her mom's side has one, and her dad's side has, or her grandparents, or whatever.
It's not the one in Mount Pleasant, is it? Because I hate that casino.
No, one is in Slayersville, Kentucky, and then the other one is in West Virginia.
So you get
Slayersville? That's the best name I've ever heard.
I think it was obviously used to be Slaversville, and they changed it.
Probably.
Come on, Kentucky.
So what?
We're on you, Kentucky.
So what happened is so she'll get money from two casinos. Some check. I don't know how they divvy it up or whatever. That's number one.
All right.
Number two, she has she would have a Native American card, which means that she can smoke weed anytime, anywhere, and then she becomes like sovereign. Like
what? I am so Native American right now.
Police.
I'm pale. I'm pale.
You're pale face. Police pull you over if you show them that card and be like, "Well, have a nice day," and they just have to let you go. My friend Javi Rios, who's a DJ, he's got his Indian card, and he can just smoke weed whenever he wants. Not saying he does. I don't know. I'm just saying he's.
You're telling all the business.
Okay. Hey, I think it's referred to as a peace pipe.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah, right. So he can do that. And what else, Colleen? Is there another? They give you deals on stuff, and
yes. So
you get a Native American discount.
You get the monthly. You get to join the monthly club.
I think Andrew's more excited than you are, Colleen.
Free college.
I would be excited.
Oh, yeah, free college for her and her kids.
All three of my girls will get free college.
Peace Pipe of the Month Club.
Shut up. No, but the whole reason that I want to do it is because I do own the cleaning company. I'm female owned. But if I have my Native American card, then I'm double minority business owner.
Yeah, and it just helps with any government contracts and stuff like that. Go ahead, Holly.
We chose a bad day to talk about this because apparently Tifo's sister is going through the process.
It's a pain, isn't it, Georgia?
She said she's part of the Chickasaw tribe.
Oh.
Man, I need to DNA me and you 23 something. I need to find some Indian blood.
Chickasaw.
Let me tell you guys about this Chickasaw once.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, Sugar.
I wanted to. Elizabeth Warren. Just another Elizabeth Warren joke. Keep going.
Okay, go ahead, Colleen.
Hey, so Georgia, I want you to inbox me because I want to know if your tribe's hoops are as tedious as ours. I had to go back 1, 2, 3. I had to go back 4 generations on each side and supply birth certificates and all of that good crap.
Yeah, so it wasn't easy to do, but now she put it all in. We'll see what happens. Go ahead, Jake.
Do you think like when the Europeans came over and they brought smallpox on blankets, like if the Native Americans would have been more hip to social distancing, things would have been a lot different?
A lot different.
Jake, don't come for my family.
Look at you. The white men were like, you guys have to go back to work. You're not getting unemployment. You need to get back out there. Go ahead, Denny.
Colleen, once you're in, once things get proven and you're good, are your kids automatically good too, or will they have to prove themselves too?
So they'll have to fill out an application. So what jump started this was all of my aunts and uncles have finally submitted their applications on my dad's side. which now opened up the doors for all of us children to put in our applications.
And then the kids would do it after that if
and
they wanted.
and then once my dad's approved and all my aunts and uncles and then we're approved, then my kids will be automatically put in, but I will have to go through the whole process again with them.
Go ahead, Donnie P.
My question is for Andrew.
Yes.
Andrew,
Yes.
once she is confirmed a sovereign part of the nation, do you have any fear of liability or punishment for forcing your sausage on an indigenous individual?
That's what he was talking about, frying sausage in my house.
Actually, what happens is, so we've been putting all this effort into hers. Once she gets hers, then I'm going to get my Mexican American card. When
You get a card for that?
Now, my card, I'm allowed to walk into any Mexican restaurant and get food for free. I just walk in, show them my Mexican American card, and boom.
You guys, that is made up.
It's free food. Boom. Denny, go ahead.
You're going to try that, and you're just going to. They're already looking for reasons to deport you, Andrew.
Right? No doubt. Go ahead, Sugar.
Well, I mean, I've had a lot of Indians in me, and I know it depends on percentages, but I just wonder if I meet that threshold now.
Indian by injection? I don't know if that works. Okay, so speaking of, I talked about the Mexican card, but today is Cinco de Mayo. Did anyone partake in any Mexican traditions today, Donnie?
Yes, I got word. Now, usually my big Mexican stop is Cinco de Mayo on Airport Highway over there by Kroger's. But a friend of mine told me about La Fiesta is doing this big, what do you call it? Fajita platter. It's like $30. You can feed like 6 people with it.
Or one sugar.
Yeah. We
6 people or one drag queen.
Yes.
Yeah. And I bought tequila, and I made some like special. I'm trying to be like the Mexican restaurants. I put 3 shots of tequila in it.
Nice.
A little bit of sour and a little bit of lime.
Let me ask you a question. If something happens to you, can you then sue yourself for overpour?
Yes. Yes. And my odds, I hear my odds are good for victory there.
Go ahead,
he's gonna be Jake Dickey drunk later.
I know.
This is my first one, and I'm like halfway down. I'm feeling. I just hit the microphone. I'm out of control.
It's gonna be very strange when Donnie P later is gonna be like, Donnie P did that for me? Donnie P.
For myself.
Hey, listen. Unless you get drunk enough where you piss and flush a toilet, I don't want to hear about it.
I know, dude.
Oh man!
For those
just flushing.
For those just watching, back when Jake got so drunk on the show, he just went to the bathroom right in the middle of it and just took his phone with him, I guess, and just flushed it.
Yeah, this is before we were doing Zoom, by the way.
Yes, it was.
Thank God for that.
It's right when we started, I was like, what did I get myself into?
Poor Sugar. Go ahead,
How
Gina.
did I not know about this?
So my big plan for today was, well, first of all, we did a history lesson of, why what Cinco de Mayo is in the Battle of Puebla. Everybody knows that, right? Like this isn't the Mexican Independence Day.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Some people think that. So
That's like what, September 16th?
yes, good job, Jake.
Oh.
Good
Good
job.
job, Mr. Internet.
Right. Fancy.
So
I was actually at one point in time I was a history major.
Oh.
He works in a bar, so he knows all the reasons that people drink.
It's usually women.
So I was going to make chicken fajitas tonight and all that good stuff, but then I forgot to take chicken out of the freezer. So I was really sad. So I had to make grilled cheese and tomato soup, but I did Mexican it up and I put rotel and cheese in the tomato soup and it was really good. So
success.
I feel
So
like
you
I
kind of made a
did.
queso, kind of.
Yeah, like tomato soup queso.
Tomato.
I'll take it.
So anyways, I did the white version of Cinco de
Yes,
Mayo.
very
So,
white.
Yes.
That's just the 5th of May, by the way.
Sugar, go ahead. Yeah.
I
You did the 5th of May.
I celebrate the 5th of May.
I need to stop you all right here because I'm actually very offended
Why?
by some of the discussions that have been going on. You've mispronounced a Mexican term on their day of not independence. And I believe that the food you are trying to describe is pronounced fajita.
Yes.
You got it, Gina? right,
Gina forgot her fajitas.
Go ahead, Holly.
So, talking about how we as Americans are culturally pretty much unaware of what
Yes.
Cinco de Mayo is, other than margaritas.
Yes, we're idiots.
So, a few years ago, we were planning this trip to Cancun, and we're like, let's go for Cinco de Mayo. Like, what better way to celebrate Cinco de Mayo than being in Cancun?
No, that sounds terrible.
What?
So
insane.
So we get there and we get to the resort and we wake up and we had to pay a holiday upcharge for our rooms for one of the nights. So we're like, totally, it's got to be why, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We get there, we wake up, we're expecting all this fun stuff to be going on in the resort. Not a thing was happening. They don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo like the Americans do. Our holiday upcharge was for Mother's Day, not Cinco de Mayo.
That's
what do they do?
funny.
Stay at home with family or something?
It was just like a regular day on the resort. I mean, we even went to one of the islands and stuff. Nothing special. Just got some tequila. But that
Most
was
places
it.
in Mexico do not celebrate Cinco de Mayo. The state of Puebla celebrates it, and they do like festivals and things like that. But it is, I feel like it's celebrated more. And in the 80s is when we commercialized it. American beer companies. Shocking, right? American beer companies commercialized it.
Your history is annoying the crap out of me right
Like,
now.
seriously?
Gina, I love how smart you are.
It's because we celebrate it because of American exceptionalism.
But
Damn
what
it.
it's because holidays evolve. So it started out as all this, but now it's become more of a celebration of Mexican culture.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's evolved to that point.
Like how Easter started out as being about Jesus, and now it's about eggs and bunnies.
No, it started out being about the pagan god Ishtar.
Go ahead, Donnie P.
Because we love the Mexican culture. We love our Mexican family members in
Tequila.
Taurus, and we love margaritas and queso.
Yes,
all
we,
right?
we call this Cinco de Mayo.
That's appreciation, not appropriation.
Cinco de Mayo, or also known as Mexican Irish Day. What is it? Mexican St. Patrick's Day? That's what this really
Irish
is.
Day.
Mexican Irish Day. Jake, go ahead.
That was about to be the same point I was gonna make. Be like, it's like basically this is just like the 6 months anniversary between St. Patty's Day and the next. Like it's just a midway point.
Exactly. Colleen, now I know you celebrated Cinco de Mayo today.
I did.
What'd you do?
Your mom and I went and wined and popped a bunch of people.
You should have stopped it at your mom.
It's your mom, Andrew.
Happy
Cinco de Mayo to you.
Your mom. So you went to a Mexican restaurant though. You got
Oh yeah, I went to
El Salto in Maumee.
Yeah, we
Focus.
went. Sorry,
Okay.
we went to El Salto.
I'm distracting her.
I know.
And so, first off, they have a Corona banner up. Can we talk
Is
about
it like a party banner?
Yes.
Like,
They just
Corona
don't know.
here!
Yes.
Buy one, get one free!
And
I heard Corona. I heard Corona band. I was like, this place sounds like a party.
And look, at one point, don't you walk up to him and be like, "Hey, you need to El Firo your marketing people."
So I text Andrew and I'm like,
You almost got a spit take. That was close.
Oh, you're not a spitter, sugar.
True. My mama told me it's rude to spit.
so I text Andrew.
What are you talking about?
I text Andrew.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, please, Lord, tell me that they do not really have this going all the way across the entrance, exactly where you order.
Corona.
Corona. Was it the beer? Is that?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
of course.
Oh,
sugar.
I'm so slow.
Yes.
No,
you
they're
are.
celebrating the virus. Everyone.
So where? What did it say?
They finally accepted the virus as their overlords, and we're submitting to it. Oh,
Well,
be a
that's
corona.
what I
So
thought.
before
Hey, that marketing is genius. It's gonna go viral.
He's stupid.
So before I say my next statement, I would like to disclaimer that I can say it because I'm married to a Mexican.
What?
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Don't do it.
Gina's like, no, you can't.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
What?
So Listen, the Mexican restaurants knew we needed them today, and they knew that they could take as long as they wanted making my damn food.
Forever, but
you ain't going anywhere.
You're not going nowhere. What are you going to Mexican? Where you're at the Mexican place? What are you going to go down the street to Burger King? No.
What you want to do? Spaghetti and meatballs?
You're a hostage. Yeah, you're a hostage today.
Yeah, literally, it was like they said 20 minutes, and his mom and I went in after like 35 minutes, and it was finally ready, and we still had to wait on our margaritas, and it's because they knew that we needed them today.
Colleen texted me. She's like, Cinco de Slow.
Did you ever think that they might be busy?
Well,
I mean, that might have been it.
No, either that or they were taking a siesta in the back. I don't know. Go ahead,
I
Jake.
do love Mexican culture. Naps and melted cheese. Sign me up for some more.
No.
Sure, I thought you were vegan.
Please. I used to be when I was skinny, but I forgot how much I love meat.
Go ahead, Jake.
Colleen, what the hell are you doing? You're married to a Mexican who used to own a Mexican restaurant that you used to manage. Why in the hell are you ordering out? Why are you just not cooking authentically at home?
Why aren't you making fajitas from home?
Because I was really tired from whining and popping everybody. Even Andrew's mom came home and was like, it's so exhausting.
We for those who don't know, we had a guest on last week, and she does Wine Toledo, which is where you surprise people with wine baskets, strangers, friends, whatever. And they went out and wined a whole bunch of people today, including Gina was one of them.
And since Gina is a dry house and that she's also on the keto diet, we did a special customized basket for her, and we also did a special customized basket for my sister, which contained sodas.
Oh, cool. Donnie P?
Awesome. Yeah, so we've made like so many like grand plans to surprise people with. I can't tell you what it's called because we've come up with our own, but all we keep doing is making lists, and we haven't done it yet. Meanwhile, people are bringing stuff to our house like, thank you so much, and we haven't dropped anything off
Donnie,
anywhere.
Let me ask you a question. Is there anyone here? Well, go ahead, Holly. You go first.
We've actually done 4, and we're working on 5, 6, and 7 right now.
Oh, see,
I want to sign up for this, but isn't it only chicks?
No,
Sugar. I got you, Sugar.
So,
I got you.
Okay, Holly.
So one of the people that Andrew's mom and I wined today was Andrew's uncle. He's gay, wheelchair, all that. Uncle George. He's amazing.
I have a horrible, horrible joke. Continue.
Do not, because I will come over there and beat you up. Don't pick on Uncle George.
Okay, so here's the thing: has anybody here at the beginning? We're going to be going on 6 weeks now, almost 7 weeks now, I think. Is there anyone that said at the beginning 7 weeks ago said, "Oh man, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to do this," and made this list of stuff? And what have you not completed that you said you were going to complete 7 weeks ago and you still have not done? Gina, go ahead.
The whole list. I've done nothing.
I'm at about 97% of the list is undone.
I have like every day I wake. Then I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I've been wanting to clean out that closet for the last year. Every day when I wake up, I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I have nothing else to do. I keep saying that you have nothing else to do. I find stuff to do.
Colleen does,
and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god,
the
it's 7
garage
o'clock. I don't understand where the time went.
Yeah, Colleen does the same
Is the
thing.
garage clean?
Colleen does the same thing. She has a list to do, but she'll find other stuff, like other busier work, and be like, Colleen, it's not. But what about your list you wanted to get done and all this?
But is the garage clean?
Yes, the garage is clean. Go ahead, Sugar.
I can confidently say that I have done 100% of the things on my Corona list. And I'll tell you why. Getting fat on the sofa, check. Watching all of the Netflix, check.
Everything on your list, too.
Reading vampire novels, check.
Can we switch lists?
Check.
So here's the thing. So what we found out is you people are overachieving on your list and you're not getting it done. You need to be like, my buddy Jimmy Ham, rest in peace, told a great joke. He said that, my wife and I, we have this list of celebrities where if you get you get a pass.
Free pass.
Free pass. So you get a free pass, and my wife's like, she wants to do, who's the guy? Give me liberty, or give me, who's that guy? The not gladiator guy, but
Lincoln.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. Thank you. She goes,
that was Patrick Henry, by the way.
So he's like, Russell Crowe is on my list, blah, blah, blah. And then Jimmy's like, wow, okay, so who do I put? I mean, I could put Mariah Carey, or I could do this. He goes, you know what? It's overachieving. I picked the neighbor guy. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's attainable. I'm going to get a pass. So, and I shouldn't say guy, I meant girl.
I was like, oh, gay
I was
drama.
wondering, like,
Yes.
are we talking about bucket list
The later-
or hall pass? What are we doing here?
It was
Hall
the-
pass.
Hall pass.
He said it was hall pass. It was the neighbor lady. But anyways, go ahead, Danny. I screwed the whole joke up.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't my joke, but I screwed it up anyway. Go ahead, Danny.
There was two major things I wanted to do. There's one of the master classes that I wanted to purchase
yeah.
and go through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Still haven't done that. I've been meaning to do it forever. And then I want to turn my downstairs living room into my man cave. I have all kinds of like sports memorabilia. Literally, I have signed autographs of like major NFL, baseball, basketball players just sitting in boxes.
And
That's
where you should set up your studio too.
Yeah,
because then your girlfriend or your fiance wouldn't be bitching at you about what you screw into a table.
Right. Yeah. And I remember there was one day I was going to go I wanted to go buy a new TV and I wanted to set up like my floor and all this stuff and like new furniture for it. And I couldn't go into any store. Like Best Buy wouldn't let me in, look at the TVs. And I'm like, well, I don't want to just buy a TV online. I want to be able to look at it first. So I just said, screw it. And I haven't even tried to start it since.
Costco, baby. The TV's at Costco. I just went there for $100 of snacks. And they have all kinds of TVs on sale.
All right,
Denny, which master class were you thinking about signing up for?
I'm a big poker player. So I've already taken Daniel Negreanu's master class and I want to do Phil Ivey's next.
So here, check this out. So tonight there was a master class, and I'm going to tell you, you guys are going to all know who this person is, but the average person may not know who this person is. Jeffrey Tambor.
Oh yeah.
Tell me. You don't know? You know who he is. He was
on Arrested Development.
Arrested Development.
Yeah, I played that tranny.
He was George Senior.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah.
He's been in a gazillion things. Just a brilliant actor. Well, anyway, he teamed up with this. I wish we had some more. I wish we knew some more stuff so we could tell people so they can understand how big he is, because he's really a big actor and is phenomenally talented. But he's doing a master class today for a theater like in Vermont or something. And so all the money goes to them. And so I was talking back and forth to these guys. I thought that was really cool. How much do you think tickets are for a 3-hour Zoom with Jeffrey Tambor just from your house or whatever?
$200.
$300.
$500.
Sugar, yes.
$1. You all overbid.
Come on down.
$495 for a seat in the Jeffrey Tambor Zoom.
Price is Right rules. Did I lose?
Yes, you went over. You were the closest, but you went over. Price is Right rules, you lose.
Well, you guys know about the Masterclass app, right?
Yeah, I've seen that where Gordon Ramsay's on there.
Yeah,
and they just
you can pay it's like $190 for a year subscription and look at as many of these as you want. And they got all kinds of people. Like I said, they got 2 of the best professional poker players on there. They'll teach you how to play poker.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, Gordon Ramsay. They got actors on there. People teach you how to sing. What's his the dude who wrote The West Wing? Why am I drawing a blank on his name?
Aaron Sorkin.
Aaron
Best show
Sorkin.
ever.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron's this absolutely amazing show. He will teach you how to screenwrite. So $190 you can get all these classes, or you can pay for a single class and keep it forever for like $90.
That's cool. All right, so anyway, that's kind of the things that we haven't done on our list over the last 6 weeks. I'm sure there's other people out there. Go ahead, Donnie. Oh, I'm sorry. Go, Donnie.
No, it's okay. Mine it's got a little bit of a dad guilt in it. So we got the family YouTube page where we put stuff up, and we put the vaccine music video up on there.
That was great.
But the kids being home have been just pumping out content, but into the
TikToks,
the cloud. Yeah, well, the TikTok, but they're doing like 24-hour challenge in the basement. They're doing nighttime routines, and they've taken all this video, and I haven't posted anything since the vaccine video. So there's 40 hours of just stuff just up there. And the farther I get behind,
I love your content.
I know, it.
Well, thank you, but it's the farther I get behind, the more I can't do it. It's
I know.
I just can't open it. I just don't want to open it up.
Oh,
there's too much there.
I'm so
that's my life.
Yes, if you get too far behind, Colleen's the same way. If you get too far behind, you're just like, screw it. I can't even. I don't even know where to start. It's always I don't know where to start.
If the room's a mess, you don't know which piece of garbage to pick up first.
Yes, you're paralyzed. It's so true. Go ahead, Sugar. Go ahead, Holly.
I did check one more thing off my coronavirus list just yesterday, but I broke the law.
What'd you do?
I sneaked into an underground railroad speakeasy barbershop. Barbershop.
Sugar.
Yes. I did.
Sugar, you have to have the Rona. You've been out too many times doing.
It's fine. I'm fine with it. Like, hey, Rona, what's up? I'm big. You can't take me down.
I think you're more likely to.
I think that's exactly why it will take you down.
I know.
I've had so much
Go ahead, Donnie.
trash in my body. My immune system is perfect.
I have so many questions. First, I want to know more about the speakeasy barbershop. But the other thing I want to say was, Sugar's the one that's not going to get it. She's going to do all the stuff you're not supposed to do, and she's not going to get it. It's going to be like Jake, who's been in his room for like 7 weeks. It's going to blow in his window or something from the neighbor.
He's going to get it from his mail.
Hey, listen. I just need anything in this apartment to blow. That's it, just once.
Oh my God, it's so true. It's the one that's not careful. It's the one that's super careful. Is the one that's gonna get it. You're like, come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it the one time I go to the grocery store.
Exactly.
Listen, it's gonna be me. It's me.
Like,
I'm getting it.
Yeah.
You wear them all at the same time.
I thought those were panties. I was like, what are you trying to prove?
No, Sugar, if I hold up my panties, it would be more like, hey, I have to take some steps back from the camera, bro.
What are you trying to prove?
Go ahead, Denny.
Do those work like condoms? Like if you wear multiple, like it's actually like makes it more deficient.
Yeah. Yes.
Absolutely. All right. This portion of the show brought to you in part.
You'll die because you can't breathe.
This portion of the show brought to you in part by. I got my car detailed today by our new detail sponsor, and it's my 15-passenger van that I was telling you guys about that I just bought.
Wow.
15-passenger
van. Because
van.
his wife never says no.
So it's.
I bet that's not true.
15
He just doesn't listen.
And it's 20 years old, but it looks amazing. It's the one that Colleen was there was rust spots, and Colleen filled them with Bondo and did sanding and did all that crap this weekend. And so anyway, they did a great job. Our new sponsor, if you want to go to our Facebook page, they're on there. Also Glick Electrical and New Power Property Services, your cleaning experts and your sanitation experts. If you got business, apartment, home, they will take care of you. Restaurants, she's doing a lot of restaurants now. They will take care of you. All right.
Hold on, really quick. Back to the van.
Mm-hmm.
I do have to let everybody know that Andrew did use the sander for approximately 15 minutes, guys.
Her arm
Did he use it correctly?
Her arm looked tired.
I'm impressed.
Her arm looked tired, so I decided.
I mean, I had to set it up for him. I had to put the sandpaper on it. I had to show him how to do the motion.
Did you cradle his hand and hold it there while he held the sander?
No, he did pretty good.
Go ahead,
Andrew doesn't have to prove his macho-ness to us. He
Right,
doesn't.
right.
He never does. No?
I'm macho man.
Danny, don't.
Oh, now it's gone.
Holly, hey, Holly, why don't you say hi to some people? If you got any messages you want to throw out our way, you want to whatever you.
We've got Guy Griffin watching, Georgia Tifo, Mike, Anthony, Uncle George, Mama Judy.
Hi, Mama.
I'm Mama Judy.
Guy says Sugar's blood carries the cure.
Sure it does. Seriously, I put my immune systems through some nonsense, y'all.
It carries the cure, but it carries other diseases too.
Well, they're like bouncers.
You'll get rid of the Rona, but you're gonna get a lot of other stuff.
Okay.
Have you seen that meme going around where it's it's got a blood test and it's got like 19 things on there, and this dude Corona nothing, and then it's got HIV, AIDS, syphilis, gonorrhea. He's like, yes, I don't have the Corona.
They have one like that, but instead of it being like the diseases and whatnot, it's different drugs.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, so I want to talk about a couple things here, celebrity-wise. So the FAA is looking into a runway incident involving Harrison Ford.
Oh, yeah.
Harrison Ford is speaking out about a runway incident in California airport last week. The actor and longtime aviation enthusiast was piloting a plane at the Hawthorne Airport in Los Angeles. He crossed a runway where another aircraft was landing. After he misheard a radio instruction from the air traffic control, he admittedly acknowledged the mistake and apologized for the error. The purpose of a flight was to maintain accuracy and proficiency in the aircraft. Fail. No one was injured, and there was never any danger of collision. He did have another incident back in 2017.
So didn't he crash a plane?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, he mistakenly landed on a taxiway of a Santa Ana airport in 2017. 2 years prior to that, he was hospitalized for an accident. So in 2015,
we don't come for Harrison Ford, Joe.
Mm-hmm. In 2015, he gets in an accident. 2017, he goes in on the wrong runway. 2019, maybe this dude's like 80. Dude, you have a gazillion dollars.
Sit your ass down,
He's
bro.
77.
Sit your ass down, dude. Seriously.
He's 77 and he's still hot.
Yeah.
I don't
How come
understand.
if I do all that in my car, I lose my license?
Yeah, no, this dude's still
Because
flying
you're
in the
not
air.
Harrison Ford, who's hot as hell.
Go ahead, Jake.
So, when he crashed in 2017, one of the first thoughts that I had was that scene in Indiana Jones. They're like, "You can fly a plane." He's like, "Fly, yes. Land, no."
Right? Go ahead, Sugar.
It's like when old people get too old to drive, so they have to take a driver's test for them. Like, can we please do that for airplanes? Because come on,
Yeah, isn't there,
he's
have to.
getting a little old.
isn't there a point where, 3 times in 6 years, what about his girlfriend,
Yeah.
Callista Flockhart, or wife, or whatever the hell she is? Why? How do you not say, honey, you got to stop? I mean,
Sit your ass down, bro.
It's time to have this conversation. Go ahead, Gina.
So perspective-wise, did he only fly like 10 times and he screwed up 3 out of 10 times, or has he flown
3,000
hundreds and
times.
hundreds of times and
Yeah.
screwed up 3 times? Like, I need to know how often he
But
flies.
one screw up by a captain is a big ass thing.
Well,
It's one of those jobs where you can't screw up.
Yeah, the other thing too is it's like someone that walks a tightrope and someone that parachutes. You really only it doesn't matter how many times you do it. You only have to F up once before you're dead. It's not like a car accident, I guess. Sugar, go ahead.
Well, and we know of these 3 times, but here we go. As a prominent lizard person, how many times has he crashed that plane and have it been covered up by Callista Flockhart and the Illuminati?
Yeah.
How many times, I would like to know.
Building 7, follow the money.
Okay, but Building 7, seriously? Seriously.
Okay, so
Don't get me started.
Britney Spears says she lost weight from missing boyfriend Sam Asghari as they social distance apart.
Oh, that is a lie.
She's feeling lonely. The pop star.
It's the coke.
The pop star who's 38 says she misses him so much. In fact, she's lost weight as a result. Quote, "I've been quarantining since I got back from Louisiana, y'all, weeks ago. So I basically haven't seen my boyfriend in what feels like a lifetime." Spears wrote in a caption accompanying
Is
a
she
series
Dolly
of...
Parton?
So really quick,
Go ahead, Donnie.
Well, I was just going to say, I think you're allowed to see your significant other. I mean,
No,
maybe he just doesn't want to be around her.
so wait, if I quarantine away from you, I'll lose
See?
weight.
That's what. Yeah, probably. Gina, go ahead.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I know the secret now. I'm going to have to tell Dubs he has to go somewhere else so that I can lose some weight.
She asked. Right. She also asked on Instagram who else is experiencing this. Go ahead, Holly.
Brittany went to training in Kentucky for a week once, and while she was gone, I didn't eat as much. So I can understand what she's saying about missing them and losing weight.
Yeah, but lesbians are literally insane about that stuff.
we are.
Jake, go ahead.
Listen, I'm not going to take a Britney Spears freak out serious until she shaves her head and gets out of a limo not wearing panties.
In that order.
That's true.
It doesn't have to be in that order. I don't care.
Okay.
I would actually prefer it to be in the reverse order.
Yeah, me too.
And then finally in celebrity news, Chip and Joanna Gaines. Anyone watching knows who they are. I don't know if you guys know who they are.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, of course. Anyone married and has a wife or a woman in the house knows who Chip and Joanna Gaines are. Hello.
I have no idea who those guys are.
Well,
okay, well, tell Ashley she's fired.
Yeah, Ashley definitely knows. Definitely knows.
Who are they?
Chip and Joanna Gaines, they're a couple that do DIY projects, and I think they got their start on Home and Garden HGTV. I think is.
Oh my gosh, she definitely knows who they are. Then she watches that.
Denny, if you saw them, you would know who they are.
She watches that damn channel. Mostly what I see is the brothers. I see she watches the brothers.
Property Brothers.
They're hot. Oh my god, I want them to come redo my kitchen, redo my plumbing.
Have you met a man you don't think is hot?
Right.
Chris Tiefel.
She would do Tiefel.
So Chip and Joanna Gaines have left the Fixer Upper show that they were doing and started their new venture. It's their own DIY network. It's called the Magnolia Network, and the former Fixer Upper stars aired a 4-hour preview of their new venture on DIY, drawing in 2.3 million viewers across a marathon runtime. The episode Block delivered a huge ratings for them. So they're big. Everyone knows who they are.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there aren't a lot of people that are big enough to start their own network and actually get a following like this. But they do. It's scheduled to launch October 4th. The coronavirus-induced shutdown of television has pushed the channel back, but they did do that test run, and it did very well.
That's a very interesting long name for a network, though.
The Magnolia Network?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Go ahead.
It's the name. It's the name of their farm that they live on.
Yeah.
Magnolia Farm.
Yay.
Oh, Denny.
And they're good though.
Cute.
Or go ahead, Denny.
They're both really talented. Like they're both really good at what they do. She's a really good designer. He's a really good carpenter, but he's funny. She's like they go back and forth all the time. They're both real cute together. It's a really cool show.
Go ahead, Denny.
These shows piss me off because you see like people that have jobs, and I'm wondering how they're making all this money. Like they have like the worst jobs in the world, and there's no way that they can afford a $17.3 million house.
I know,
but it's like, oh yeah, our budget is like MC Hammer's mansion, and I'm like, how?
Right?
Like you don't make that much money.
No, Sugar, go ahead.
It's like Anne is a school teacher, and Brian works in the grocery store stocking milk. Their budget is part-time. Their budget is $17.4 million.
Right.
What?
Every time.
How? Why?
Because they probably don't plan on paying it back.
Inheritance.
Yeah. One of them has an Etsy store. Like.
Go ahead, Jake.
Well, speaking of TV shows, I saw an article today that said today was the 20th anniversary of the last episode of Boy Meets World after being on the air for 7 years. It was 20 years ago today. Last time Feeney told us to all be good.
Andrew, do you remember when we interviewed Matthew Lawrence on the App Station?
Yes.
And like I was just like obsessed. Like, hey, what was your favorite episode of Boy Meets World?
It was the brother Boy Meets World. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, Matt, what was your favorite episode of Boy Meets World? And he's like, there was this Halloween episode. And I'm like, episode 5 or season 5 of it's titled and then there was Sean and like and just started playing like stalker music in the background.
Good, Jake.
I had such a crush on that man. That's how I knew I was gay. It was Boy Meets World. Turned me gay.
You met the world about so many people now.
I know.
You knew you were gay about every male star ever.
Well, they all get me going. I can't help it.
Go ahead, Jake.
Oh, was it Rachel in the later season? She's now a porn star.
What?
Oh.
Was it Rachel?
The redhead?
Yeah, she's a porn star now.
Did you guys watch the Rachel? Honey. Did you guys watch the reboot on Girl Meets World?
No.
It was good.
Yeah, I liked it.
I did too. Yeah. I can't believe it got canceled after just a couple
3
seasons. I couldn't believe it.
No, 3 seasons.
Settle down, Danny.
Danny, is there anything that you don't know trivia on
right?
as far as TV, wrestling, sports?
It's annoying.
Sorry.
Hey, Sugar, you weren't here yesterday, Sugar, when we brought up the breaking news that there is a.
Oh, let me tell her.
There was a good. Go ahead. Yeah, there's a good chance that.
Okay. Sugar, do you have a
Wait. Sugar, are you alone? Should we do this when she's alone?
What is there? Are there any sharp objects around you, Sugar?
Do you have tissues?
No, you got tissues. Okay.
No.
So there's a really, 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 really good chance that buffets might be gone forever.
Mother pumpkin. That's first of all, that has to be fake news. I don't believe it. That is lizard people propaganda. And if it was true, I would commit ritual Japanese suicide. Sudoku is what they call it.
And then gravy would come out.
Don't you talk about my gravy, mister.
Donnie,
now, look, now you have me shook. Now I'm all worked up.
I know.
I refuse to let buffets open. I have put a second wing on Ocean Garden Buffet, and they better stay open.
I invested in them. Donnie P.
Okay.
Not gonna happen. That's like one of those moments when you know that we've just gone a little too far. Like when Fauci said, like, we might not ever shake hands again. You're like, dude, you had me until you said I was never gonna touch another person that wasn't my significant other. It's like when it comes to buffets, sure, they might go away for a little while we're all
not too long, but not too long.
But here's why that happened.
Even if they make it against the law, it's basically like the field of dreams. Like if you build it, they will come.
Okay, I will be like a guy walking the street.
Here's what happened, Donnie.
I'll go to a speakeasy buffet.
Okay, I'll start the buffet.
Wait, you guys, those are called potlucks. They're already a thing.
What would the password be at one of those?
Speakeasy buffet.
Parsley.
More roast beef, please.
I paid double at buffets.
But real quick, going back to Donnie was saying about Dr. Fauci saying you're never going to touch another human being probably in our lifetime that's not related to you. What happened was, Donnie, Dr. Fauci couldn't keep it in his pants, and his wife said, okay, this is your one chance to let all the bitches know they need to stay away from your ass. So you will go out there and you will read this. Okay, I say you will never touch anyone that is not your wife ever again. Thank you, honey. Now I can go back to the house.
Did you really just pivot away from buffets? I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, because listen, Sugar has never pivoted away from a buffet ever.
You're right. Listen, I have paid double in the past for a Chinese buffet. You come at lunch, you stay for dinner, you pay extra. Okay,
well, you did stay for 2 meals. Go ahead, Colleen.
You come at 2, you leave at 7, you pay extra.
Y'all, we have a star behind Donnie here. Do you guys not see Fifi?
Is Fifi going to open a buffet? Because I'm real needy.
Danny, go ahead.
Our mom's coming to get her now. She just noticed she was missing.
It took like 9 minutes, Donnie.
Hi,
you know what she could have done in 9 minutes?
She was doing TikTok back there, wasn't she?
There was one point today where I was, Colleen was at El Salto. I was working. And Colleen got home, and I'm like, baby's somewhere around here. I haven't seen her probably about 25 minutes. You can go find her. So she didn't have a diaper on. She pooped all over herself.
I was on the phone with Colleen. Was it last week, Colleen? She said, hey, I got to let you go because JJ's been out here with me for like 5 minutes, and Andrew still hasn't come looking for her yet. And she was like, hide. I was like, what's going on?
We are the worst parents.
No, Josie, it doesn't matter what you do. Josie can figure out how to get out of this house. She opened the screen to an open window and climbed out.
Yes. Yeah. I wish I would have learned that skill when I was in jail.
The window was open and she pushed the screen up and climbed out to go outside and play.
So anyways, they definitely won't close casino buffets, right?
What are wedding buffets? Wedding buffets, funeral buffets?
Oh my God, I love funeral buffets.
Here's the other thing.
Just make it salty and delicious.
She doesn't even care if she knows
Well,
who
I'll tell you
died.
what, if buffets stay open, you'll have plenty of funeral buffets to go to.
Okay, done and done. Worth it.
She's the type that will go in the Blade just to read obituaries to show up for buffets. She doesn't even have to know the person.
Okay, I need me some funeral potatoes in my life.
She's a buffet crasher.
Yes.
She's like Will Ferrell and Wedding Crashers is showing up all the funerals.
Yes.
Oh, so sad.
Oh, where's the cheesy potatoes? Jake, go ahead.
Well, I mean, the one thing I heard about the buffet is that they said that like it might not be they'll still keep the buffets open, but it might not be serve yourself. It'll be employees actually serving you.
No,
no.
I know how much mac and cheese I need. They don't know.
Well, just if it's at a casino, you just go hit me.
Oh my god, I would too.
They're gonna keep. They're gonna
dealer bus.
They're gonna tell you that's plenty, or you're gonna be embarrassed. It's like, okay,
I'm not gonna be embarrassed about nothing.
I'm saying
You can go back for a second trip. That's the whole point of a buffet.
That's exercise, Jake.
Well,
wait. Have they revolutionized? Is this now buffets without exercise?
Go ahead.
Because they're gonna bring it to me.
yeah, it's called a normal restaurant.
Shut up!
Nobody has the right to tell me how much mashed potatoes I can take.
Thank you, girl. Right.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm gonna leave half of them on my plate.
Right,
I want what I want.
Yeah, it's true. And then now we go ahead, Donnie.
No, I was just saying they'll never get rid of the buffets because the last thing they want is a revolution, and if they take the buffets away, I'm telling you, there's going to be tea in the Boston Harbor.
Okay.
Revolution!
I would protest that. I've never protested anything.
I just want to see Sugar at the Capitol building with an assault rifle in full drag.
Literally, I will. I literally will.
Or she'll have a pitchfork, but it's just really her real pork.
with a sign saying that you can take my freedom, but you can't take my buffets.
Okay.
There you go.
But you can't take my home fries.
Half of her face painted.
I have the beginning of your little army upstairs. My 13-year-old would like to join this revolution.
Come on, girl.
She's got marinara under her eyes.
I am so serious. Like, if they're really going to try and play with this, I will show them what a revolution is.
Here's the other thing is that Wendy's now is out of meat. So they're not serving, which I don't know at a burger place, how you not serve meat.
It's because
their chicken sandwiches are better anyway.
Go ahead, Holly.
It's because they do the fresh, never frozen. That they're having a hard time getting it because there's plenty of frozen beef.
But they already put that plan out there.
Is it a distribution problem? Because there doesn't seem to be an actual meat shortage. Like, I haven't had any issues getting the things that people keep saying there's shortages of.
But okay, so here's what I'm going to say. Go ahead, Sugar. You jump in, and then I'm going to answer Gina.
I just started thinking about cooked meats. So
okay, I'll take it. So here's the thing, Gina. So I do a good job because I've been around the media for so long reading them. And Kroger puts out a statement yesterday that said there's no problem with the protein supply chain. No problem at all. And then today, Wendy's drops the meat, and it's common sense at some point to where obviously these meat plants are shutting down, or they have corona, or there is going to be a shortage of meat. They don't want to have a panic, but I can tell that the media is slowly getting to the point where they're prepping us for a shortage. It's the same thing they did with the coronavirus. They started to lead us to it before, when the administration still was denying it. They were trying to lead us to this is going to be bad.
Yeah.
We are in that same point right now. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just read the media really well. I think we are going to have a problem with our supply chain, the protein, which is, the pork, beef, whatever, chickens and all that stuff. We are going to have a problem. Go ahead, Donnie.
I mean, as long as we still have ramen noodles and American cheese, we'll be fine.
Yeah, it's true. Jake, go ahead.
For a while, at least.
I don't know. This just seems like a shitty ploy from Wendy's to bring back the marketing slogan of "Where's the beef?"
Where's the beef? Sugar, go ahead.
I have had a generally lovely coronation, but this last week has really kicked my ass.
Yeah.
They're trying to take my cheeseburgers. They're trying to take my buffets forever.
I know.
It's just too much for me to deal with right now.
Yeah, I agree.
I literally can't even talk about it right now.
I'm with you. Gina, go ahead.
Cheryl says, where will the people fight on Mother's Day if we take the buffets away?
First rule about Mother's Day Fight Club is we don't talk about Mother's Day Fight Club.
Speaking
oh my God,
of
there
Mother's
was a
Day,
Golden Corral.
Go ahead, Gina.
Speaking of Mother's Day, Dubs bought me my Mother's Day present while I was sleeping yesterday. He had no idea. So I ordered my Mother's Day present on his card. And so when he got up, I said, "Oh, babe, thank you so much. I love my present." And he's like, and he works third, so he's waking up in the evening, and he's like, "What are like he's looking at me like I'm crazy. So I said, do you want to know what you bought me? And he's like, oh shit. But he bought me an air fryer, and he was really pleased with his purchase. He was very surprised by the Mother's Day present he bought me.
I'm telling you guys, air fryers are the truth.
They are the truth.
Yeah, I just got one too.
So
how are you liking yours so far, Jake?
I like it. I cooked bacon yesterday for the first time. It was awesome.
Makes great bacon. Go ahead, Colleen.
Yeah.
So I didn't get a birthday present from Andrew. And, I'm probably not going to get a Mother's Day present either.
We was broke.
So I just went ahead and ordered my own, and it'll be here next week.
What did you order?
Is that not how it works? I thought that's how we're supposed to do it. Aren't we supposed to buy our own presents?
I bought Ashley's.
No, because you've only been in a relationship a couple years, bro. Stop.
Right.
Yeah, I've been with Dubs and I've been together for 17 years.
Thank you, Donnie.
Okay, well, Andrew, you and I have only been together a couple years.
Yeah, 7, 8. It's a long time.
7.
Oh, it's a long 7.
I'm not that far behind you. I'm at like 2.5.
Yeah, well, you're
you're still on the honeymoon.
Exactly.
Oh God, this is the honeymoon.
Yeah, I thought Andrew was fantastic until like year 5.
Yeah, hello.
Delusional.
My whole relationship has been a honeymoon.
Turn your mic off.
Yay.
Lesbian love. Look at that.
Freaking lesbian.
I know, right? They're annoying, aren't they, Sugar?
Hey, yeah.
All right, we gotta get out of here. Sugar Vermont, thank you.
Free the buffets.
Danny Crumb.
He means literally she wants me to make them free.
Literally.
You got my vote. Producer Holly. Jake Dickey. Donnie P. Always good
More
to
of me, please.
More buffet. Southside Gina, and of course Colleen G. I'm Andrew Z. You guys have a great tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Donnie P, you're beautiful.
Yes, you are.
I know you are.
Oh, Donnie.